Before the next trial of a Baltimore police officer in the Freddie Gray case on Wednesday begins, prosecutors will likely have to face questions as to how they separated his testimony in a fellow officer's trial from their strategy in his trial. Officer Garrett Miller was compelled to testify against his will in the May trial of his colleague, Officer Edward Nero. He was compelled under a limited immunity that prevents prosecutors from using anything he said on the stand in Nero's trial against him at his own trial. Both sides have filed written motions regarding the requirement that they go through a castigar hearing, which is when the judge will hear from both sides, particularly from prosecutors, as to how they prevented Miller's testimony at Nero's trial from influencing their strategy in his own trial. This will also mark a turning point in the prosecution because the prosecutor's office had to establish what's known as a clean team, a team of prosecutors who had not been in the courtroom when Miller testified in Nero's trial to pursue the case against Miller. Longtime Assistant State's Attorney Lisa Phelps will now be in charge of Miller's prosecution. We will expect on Wednesday morning, prior to Miller's trial, that the discussion as to the castigar hearing and what the prosecutors have to show will be brought out in court, and Circuit Judge Barry G. Williams will likely be asking the prosecution questions as to how it separated its forces in bringing the charges against Officer Miller.